Good morning. 3, 2, and 1. Doof, we are live. All right, you guys. My name is Tammy Workman-Lopez. My company is Sparks Hope. Today we are talking about meditation. We're talking about prayer. We're talking about taking the stress out of the stress and tension and all the effects that have been going on with Hurricane Ian. And so I'm going to take a couple minutes and describe to you a few things that may, in addition, support you throughout this, as well as then go into the meditation and prayer. Please do share this information with others. If you feel like it's helpful to you, it's certainly helpful to others. And we want to make sure that we're getting people this information. Nobody gets to feel like they're alone. Everyone gets to feel like, hey, I can feel good. I can release these things. I can go through this, and it just allows them to be able to be like, I can do this, I can do today. It gives them a little bit more hope, gives them a little bit more support, and it also gives them a real option that they can continue to practice every single day. And so please do share this now. Go ahead, click the share button. I'm actually going to do the same thing. You can click and share it to groups. You can click and share it to a page. Whatever is what it is that is going to work for you, go ahead and share it now. All right, cool beans. So let's see. I'm sharing it to my profile, and I'm also sharing it to my group. And so the idea, the very first resource I want to share with you is called Relief from Anxiety and Negative Thinking for Entrepreneurs. The idea of today is to give you various tools that you can use throughout stressors like this, as well as your normal everyday. There's stressors going on. There's things that have you feel like, I can't figure this out. I keep having this problem. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough help. I feel like I'm in this alone. There's different things going on that has us draining. Well, my whole goal is to help people create that freedom so they can be like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I can create the abundance I want to create. I have the time that I want to, which we do create, by the way. I have the time I want to create, and it just feels good. It feels better in every single way. And so when we're learning these tools, and these are tools, by the way, that I've done years of therapy, I did years of personal development, I did years of my own spiritual growth, I did years of my own education, and there were still missing pieces. And so what I did is I took the missing pieces and I filled them in. And so my goal is to give you this information so you can see, oh, there's ways that I can fill this stuff in. Totally. So very first thing, if you are not in the Facebook group, I want you to get there now. The idea is you're going to get these tools that I'm talking about because it's very tough to get them all in one swoop, right? So I want you to take a look at it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to put the link in here for you, right in the comments, and you can see it in my other posts. So you're able to go in there and you're able to find all these resources that I'm about to mention to you, okay? So you don't ever have to feel like you're in this stuff alone. You don't deserve to feel that way, right? You know that it feels really good to be able to help others. So why not allow yourself to feel that way for you? Hey, if it feels good for me to help others, then maybe I can let them feel good to help me. Yeah, maybe you can. All right. Okay, cool beans. So if you're not in the group now, go ahead in there now and request in, and I'll make sure that you do. And I'll also make sure that you get the information that I'm about to share with you. You're going to see it in there in the files. There are 2 blueprints. One is going to help you learn how to have negative thinking and declutter it without judging it. You're going to be able to have emotions, negative and positive, and realize, just like this battery, negative and positive, they're both good. They help the energy flow through this battery. God gave you these emotions. And even if you don't believe in God and you might say universe or spirit, you can tell these emotions are here to talk to you if you let yourself learn them, right? So don't get caught up in the words I use. Stick with what's going to work for you, okay? Now, when you understand how to declutter your mind from the negative thinking or the blocks that you have or the frustrations or the incorrect beliefs, everything feels so much better. That tightness you have in your body relieves. The negative emotions that are there are relieved. They are there to speak with you. You will learn how to hear them. So those are two tools, two blueprints that I've created for you to walk through. The second one is, you're going to see this on my website. It's called sparkshope.life under resources. You can see it there, and you'll also see it in the group. In the group, I break it down a lot more. So you can find it in the group in recordings as well that I do every Wednesday. The second one goes over how to set boundaries without being a jerk, or without being aggressive, or without overreacting. How to be able to have your emotions and have a conversation and feel heard and feel respected. So every Wednesday, I have these different groups where you can come and you can meet in the Facebook group I was just telling you about. You can come and you can ask any questions. You can also interject on what you've been learning and what's making a difference for you so other people can see what that is. Give yourself that opportunity. Learn these things. You deserve it. Now, also this week, first Friday of the month, I have what's called Revive Your Relationship, starting with yourself. If you do not feel you're at your 100% for you, as much as you might think you're 100% for other people, you can't be. You literally cannot be. If I'm not at 100% for myself, and I'm not at 100%, I can't be 100% for somebody else. Even if I'm like, I'm giving them 100%, I'm giving them 100% of the 80 that I might be feeling, or the 70 or the 50, but I'm not really at the 100% I believe that I am. And so when you get you to 100% because it feels good for you, because you're applying self-care, because you're applying self-love, because you're making that difference, then you're at that 100%. And you can be that. You overflow that into others. All right. So I just wanted to give you that quick overview. And now what I'd like you to do, if you're driving or doing anything, you have to pay attention. Go ahead and pay attention. If you are driving, do not follow the idea of relaxing or closing your eyes. Instead, you're just going to keep doing what you're doing and listening to the other tools that I'm going to be sharing with you. If you feel like, nah, I can't really do that, it's going to have me relax, then don't listen to it driving at all. It's just important because part of this is going to be about just relaxing and letting stress go. Some people can do that when they're driving. I can. Other people cannot. They lose focus. They miss their exits. They're not paying attention. And so be safe. Okay. All right. So for those of you who can, close your eyes. And as you do, I'd like for you to imagine any stress in your body is going to melt out of your body and the earth is ready to take it away. Because energy is just energy. For us, it could be negative energy, but out into the universe, into the earth, it's just energy. So as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in love, breathe in connection, breathe in whatever words you want to use. So if you want to use the word healing, if you want to use the word confidence, if you want to use the word joy, if you want to use the word peace, whatever it is. So for me, I want to breathe in calm and ease. So those will be my words. So breathing in, speak your words, mine are calm and ease, and breathe out. Imagine sending all that energy down, 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 down through your body, down into your feet, whether they're flat on the floor or whether they're crossed. You're just imagining it spilling out of your body into the earth. And it's energy. It's not good or bad once it leaves your body. And you allow yourself to notice. Already you're feeling looser. Already your muscles are starting to let go because you've given that permission. So continue to do that. Continue to breathe. Now, if it feels uncomfortable to deep breathe, then just breathe normally. But if it feels comfortable to deep breathe, allow yourself to take in a nice deep breath. Breathing in, calm and ease. Breathing out, relaxation. Now, as you breathe in, I'd like for you to give it a color. Colors are very amazing tools that we can use and we can connect with. It can be white, it can be gold, whatever beautiful color you want to breathe in. It can be blue, it can be yellow, it can be green, it can be turquoise. For some, if black feels like a safe color, you can even breathe in black. Now, for others, black is not a safe color, so that's different. For others, black is like soothing, like velvet, and for them, black is okay. So even void of color is perfect. So there is no right or wrong, right? If you want to breathe in clear and transparent because that's cool, if you want to breathe in multicolors, allow yourself to know that there is no wrong. You just imagine. And if you can't imagine colors, just think about colors, things that you've seen, the great tree, the yellow sun, the red shirt, the red heart, the pink flowers, the pink shirt. Think of those things that you've seen as you think of the colors you're breathing in. So if you have trouble imagining, just think of those colors and you've seen them, so you don't have to imagine it. You actually just remember. And it still helps the process. It's really cool. Your mind is so cool. And just notice as you're doing that, you're filling up your mind with senses. You're filling up your body with reaction to colors and emotions and peaceful thoughts. You're breathing in, mindful, clear breaths. Oftentimes when we're stressed, we'll forget to breathe and the body goes into fight or flight automatically because it's not breathing. So as you're allowing this process, you can notice your breath if you like. So I like to notice where I feel like I can't hold my breath, and so I count. So I count in, and you'll see this as I do this. I count in to whatever number feels good. I hold to whatever number feels good. I breathe out to whatever number feels good, and I hold back to whatever number feels good. So I'm going to do it once just to show you. So I'm going to be breathing in. That was a 5, holding. 10, breathing out. 18, that was a little too much, holding. 10. Now, you don't have to remember the numbers. The idea is I'm just counting as I'm holding. It also helps my mind to think about that process. It fills it up with senses. Let's do it again. Ready? Holding. 10, out. 14, holding. 10. The numbers don't matter. It just helps you to do it, fills up your mind, has you pay attention to your body, and that's it. And the cool thing is, as you hold it, breathing in, it's stretching your chest, your lungs. It's releasing the tension that's in your shoulders. It's giving you more oxygen than you normally get. And you might feel a little dizzy, which again is why you don't do this while you're driving, because you're getting more oxygen than you ever get. And so you might feel a little lightheaded. That's normal. You might feel a little tingly. That's normal too. You're giving your body more oxygen than maybe you have ever. So know that that's okay, right? So that's why you want to be seated and relaxed. I'm sitting forward, but let's say even if I felt faint, I could touch the desk and just breathe normal. Okay, feel a little dizzy. And I know I'm going to do it because that's the breathing. Or I could sit back and just feel it. I know that's happening, getting more oxygen. So that's how you do that process. So let's do it again together. In. 6 that time, hold. 10, out. 15, now squeeze in your tummy. Make sure your tummy's squeezing in, and I'm holding. 5, okay. It was a little more than 5. But when your tummy's holding in, it's squeezing all those muscles, squeezing all those organs, squeezing your diaphragm. So as the muscles squeeze, they teach you these kinds of things in massage school, but we don't realize them. Oftentimes when we're stressed, it's held. But when we're squeezing it on purpose, it's contracting all the muscles. So when you relax, they feel that relaxation. You also, without noticing if they're tense, when you're squeezing it in on purpose, you're forcing the tense to stop, and instead you're forcing a full contraction. And so it helps you feel what your body's doing on purpose. So the other option that you can do is just breathe in 4, hold it 4, breathe out at 4, hold it 4. Whatever number feels good for you, you could do it for 2 if you have asthma or breathing issues. It could be breathing in, hold, breathe out, hold. That could be it. If you have shallow breathing, and you can allow yourself to practice till you notice you can get to 3 and 4, because you can learn to expand your lungs and get your body used to that. So although I'm speaking to you during this meditation, your mind and body is still in the space of meditation and relaxation. As it's thinking of all these things, it can't be thinking about anything else that may be stressing it out. So allow yourself to realize, wow, meditation, this is so cool. I can do this with my eyes open. I can do this with my eyes closed. I can do this driving because I don't have to deeply relax myself. Now, if you are deeply relaxing yourself, again, I want to reiterate, do not do it while you're driving. Continue to allow yourself to do this. And number 1, guys, the super cool, magnificent thing is you were created to be able to do this. So as you're going through this process, my most favorite thing is to connect with God at the same time. And so when I'm breathing in His love. I'm breathing in His life. I'm breathing in His comfort and His ease. I'm plugging in, I'm imagining that I have an extension cord, and it's a utility one because we're super cool machines. And that utility cord is plugging right in, and that flow is coming right in, into your body, into your heart, into your DNA, into your RNA. Every bit of you is being filled up, filled up, filled up, filled up. And now you're so full that it's overflowing. I'm feeling so filled with God's love as I'm practicing this breathing. I'm filling up so much with the forgiveness that I didn't mean to do these things. I didn't mean to stress myself out. I didn't mean to, depend on myself. I didn't mean to not ask for help. I didn't mean to stress myself out. Okay, I forgive myself for doing that. It was just something that I was practicing. I remember now that I can release these things and give these things back to God. I can realize that in my situation, I can either be really stressed and really panicked, or the same exact situation, I can be calm because I know I have to do the same steps either way. But oftentimes we don't know how to do that. So now, anytime you find yourself, and this is including now during this hurricane, it's been very hard. There's been so many things, and without going into detail to have you rethink them again, what I would like for you to do is think about where you're holding any tension, where you're carrying any thoughts, maybe about your home, about your finances, about your kids, about your health, about any damages, about any claims not accepted, about anything. Notice where any of that's being held in your body. And I want you to think those words. Think it coming from God. So it's powerful, it's supernatural powerful. So it helps you to release it. It's not just on your own. Breathe it in. I release that. And breathe it out. Breathe in peace, love, connection, forgiveness. Breathe it down and out of your body, down into the earth. Notice the colors, whatever they are. For me, I love turquoise. I love pink. I love purple. Breathing that in. As you can tell with my logo, breathing it out. I feel the pink going toward my heart and my brain. I feel the turquoise just everywhere, fun, beautiful life waters. Purple, just everything's okay, soothing, velvety. God reminds us we're children of Him. He's the King. That makes us kings and queens, princes and princesses. All of that flowing through you. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry. I just get to take care of these things. I get to give myself permission to ask for help. I get to give myself permission to get professional help. I get to give myself permission to ask for things that I need, whether it's monies or foods or just extra support or a listening ear. I get to allow myself to help others even when I'm in need, because it helps me see that others need help too, and I feel good helping them, and I allow them to feel good helping me. Yeah, there it is. There it is, releasing that stress, releasing that, whatever word it is, overwhelm, anger, sadness, loneliness, frustration, panic, anxiety, anger, rage, whatever's coming up. I can feel it. There it is. I feel it. I'm not making it bad. I'm helping myself see whatever it is I need and bringing nurturing and care, bringing abundance, confidence, love, forgiveness. I am realizing I can make a situation scary for myself with scary stories, scary what ifs, or I can help myself take a look at the positive what ifs. What if everything's going to turn out okay? What if I can look at every situation of every hurricane of the past and see that they do rebuild? Confirmation. And what if I have proof? What if I have confirmation that this is true? What if I can look at the history and see that this is true? And what if I can look at my past and see all that I've accomplished? And I can allow myself to play beautiful music. I can allow myself to dance. I can allow myself to have joy. I can allow myself to connect, even in situations that are scary. Yeah. And you allow yourself to think about times that were hard and where you thought you'd never get through, but you did. You got through. Allow yourself to smile. Allow yourself to be like, oh yeah, I did. I didn't think I would get through, but I did. And allow yourself now to notice that thought. If there's a thought that says, I can't get through this, release that thought. Just like that thought from the past, you see that it was incorrect. It was just a thought. It was just like blowing a bubble. You see that bubble and you're like, that's not a true thought. And you pop that bubble and you create a new bubble, a new thought. Oh, I can totally do this. It does feel heavy, but I'm going to ask for help. It does feel strenuous, but I'm going to allow myself to feel. I'm going to allow myself to go through this even differently than I did last time. That's why I'm even here listening to this. Breathe all of that truth in. Breathe it in. Hold. Breathe it out. Let your body feel loose and relaxed, free of all of that stress, strain, overwhelm, what if fears, any of those negative emotions, that sadness, that loneliness, that frustration, or the detached, if I can't feel feelings, or I've just got to be super busy and just focus, 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 focus. I'm allowing myself to notice my thoughts and feel my emotions. I'm understanding there's these blueprints I can look at for help. I understand that there's live Wednesdays and a live every first Friday. And actually, I can even connect directly. I'm going to get through this. And there's other supports as well, all around. Allow yourself to relax and breathe all of that in. Notice instead the beauty that's around you. Notice instead the life in your heartbeat, the life in your breath. Notice how you are strong and wise. And although this may be difficult, although this may be so many emotions coming up, you're allowing yourself now to see that all emotions are good and you're getting the support you need to help walk through them. So you can do this with more ease and more calm than you've ever done before. Give yourself a high five. Ready? Bring it in. Great big squishy hugs, guys. You get to be so proud of yourself. You get to realize the big work you've done today just by being here. Allow yourself to know that all emotions are good, that you can set boundaries as you're doing right now and taking care of yourself. And you can ask for what you need, and you can give yourself permission to give yourself what you need. You've got this. If you would like more of this, would you think to yourself, I can't have that. I can't. Think instead, I can and I will, and I deserve it, and I'm going to share it with others. So reach out to me. I'm here. You can personal message me. Do comment how this has affected you, or if it even hasn't, that's okay. Because for some of us, sometimes it takes time. You can come back to this and keep listening. I'm going to also put it on my YouTube channel. So it is here for you on every platform. And if you say, I can't access even those, let me know. I'll send it to you in MP3. I want to make sure you get this support. I want to make sure that you handle this storm and any storms to come in a way that has you go, look at how I'm doing this. Yeah, baby. These are permanent changes, guys, not just for this storm, but for every storm that comes into your life. God helped me to find these things through my storms, and they were tumultuous. Some of them I thought I wouldn't make. Some of them I prayed I wouldn't make. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I made it through, and I'm glad I realized those were just thoughts because I was in such pain. Sometimes we're in so much pain, we have thoughts like that. They're just thoughts. You're okay, you're safe. If you're not acting on the thought, it's just a thought. Then you can allow yourself to reframe, see what you need, clean that up, and then replace it with new thoughts so you feel amazing. You fall in love with yourself. You create beautiful relationships. You create the abundance in your life, in your career, in your business. Things just feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't know life could feel like this. And it gets better. And there are different challenges that come up along the way. And so that's why when I let you know, you now have yourself your own mindset reset coach. It's not something you just do once and you don't come back to retrain, reframe, grow, develop, because you're always pushing through new things in life. So once you have me as your coach, you always have me as your coach. So you're not in this alone. I have my coaches, I have my therapist, I do my trainings. We're all in this together. You take care of you and know that you're loved, whether you like it or not. Take care and bye for now.